Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here with a nighttime walk with Scotty around the neighborhood. Something that hopefully we can start pumping out a little bit more content on the Steve Breach channel with. AEW is going to be coming to you with a special edition live from Miami. It is Bash at the Beach. Yes, one way or another, AEW ended up with the trademark for Bash at the Beach. It looks like they're not going to be violating any terms with WWE trademarks of the old WCW deal. WWE didn't do anything with it in a matter of time, and the trademark lapsed, and AEW picked it up. But on this super edition of AEW Dynamite, Diamond Dallas Page is going to be wrestling in a 6-man tag. He is going to be making his return to wrestling. This is his first, I guess you can say, major real wrestling match since appearing in the Royal Rumble a few years ago. Besides for that, his first real match since TNA's early days. I want to say probably around 2004, 2005. So this is kind of a big deal. It sort of shows that DDP really does back what AEW is doing. I think it is like a favor to the Rhodes family. DDP has said in a lot of interviews, as well as in his book, that the reason why his career got off to a big start was because of Dusty Rhodes believing in him and kind of telling him that if he didn't believe in himself to be the champion of WCW, there's no point of him being in the wrestling business. And he pushed himself until he became, I guess you can say, that living legend of WCW, becoming I want to say like a 4-time WCW champion before accomplishing one of his main goals, going back to WWE during the Invasion storyline, having a match with Christian at WrestleMania, sort of, cashing in on that WrestleMania appearance at WrestleMania 6, driving Rhythm and Blues to the ring in that pink Cadillac, for their match, having a real appearance at WrestleMania. And, although, what are you doing? Although, if he was still making appearances for WWE, it would just sort of be a cameo at WrestleMania or something like a big time anniversary edition of Monday Night Raw, where they have him in the back with Trish Stratus talking about yoga and giving DDP yoga some sort of a little bit of a publicity, like boom. Him actually wrestling a match for AEW, I think, is kind of a big deal. I don't even really know who his tag guys are going to be. I just know that he's going up against MJF, the Butcher and the Blade. Bunny will be in their corner. I'm not really looking for anything more bigger than, sort of a brawling action, maybe him hitting an RKO. He already hit one, not an RKO. Diamond Cutter, that's what I was talking about. That's another match that was, sort of talking about DDP was trying to get a match against Randy Orton back in the day. That never really came to be, sort of a battle of the Diamond Cutter versus the RKO. But, we'll see what this is going to be. I think that it's not going to be a huge deal. It's him sort of giving back to the Rhodes family in AEW and sort of cashing in on that war between them. He's already a Hall of Famer. It's not one of those things where he works a few dates for AEW and that phone's not going to ring for them to cash him in, as a Hall of Famer or anything like that. It's not going to prolong that. They can't take it away from him. So I don't think it's about money or anything like that. I think it's what he wants to do. We've seen him at All In, All Out, Double or Nothing. He's always been a guy that's sort of been around Cody, giving him, words of advice, and maybe that's sort of been replaced by Arn Anderson being the head coach or whatever they want to call him. But we'll see where this goes. It could be going to something good.